Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off.
What's so special about Hero Bread's soft, fluffy, and delicious breads, buns, and tortillas? These ultra-low net-carb baked goods contain zero sugar, fewer calories, and more protein than the leading brands, and are high in fiber to support gut health. Shop now at hero.co.
Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Welcome to the Think Unbroken podcast. I'm your host, Michael Unbroken, and this podcast is about helping trauma survivors let go of the past, overcome their fear, discover their identity, become the hero of their own story, and ultimately to be unbroken. Our goal in company is to bring on guests and experts in the fields of mental, physical, and psychological health to help you overcome the past, to take back your power. And in this podcast, we are unedited and unfiltered, and we're going to give it to you real so that you can start to create massive change in your life. If you're curious about learning more outside the podcast, you can get a free copy of my book, Think Unbroken, at book.thinkunbroken.com. That's book.thinkunbroken.com, where you can get a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma. The most important thing that you can ever do, my friends, is show up for yourself, and that's where you are today. And I appreciate you. I have massive gratitude for you. And without further ado, let's get into the show. 730. 730. This number changed my life. What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well, my friends. I'm not going to go too long in this episode, but I want you to think about this number 730. That is the number of times that if you wrote down your goals twice a day, that you would write your goals in a year. 730 times. Do you know that most people really only write their goals like once a year? They might come back like every 6 or 7 months, but typically it's that beginning of the year, January thing. Now, I know you guys have heard me talk about goals before, but I was thinking about this number, 730, and why that number is so important is because if you did anything 730 times, you would start to have proficiency in it. Your goals matter more than just writing them down one time. Your goals matter more than only doing it every now and then. If you want to create the life that you want to have, you're going to have to write down your goals every single day. You're going to have to, in fact, do it twice if you really want to get serious about this. I write out my goals in the morning, and I write down my goals at night before I go to bed. Why? Because it matters. Because you've heard me say this before, where attention goes, energy follows. And when you write down your goals, one of the things that starts to happen is you move towards your goals. And when you move towards your goals, this really interesting thing starts to happen. You start to get this thing called confidence. You get confidence because you're doing the thing that you said you were going to do, because you're showing up, because you're living life on your terms, because you're looking at measuring yourself today against who you want to be, not who you were. It doesn't do you a lot of good to celebrate a championship that you won 2 years ago. They don't throw parades for the championship you won last year, right? And so often we get caught up in that and we lose our momentum and we go, well, I did a good job then. Let's coast. You know, in life, you're either growing or you're staying stagnant, or worse. You're sliding backwards down that hill. And it's not ideal, and nobody wants to hear it, but you're going to have this massive amount of accountability in your life that I truly believe starts with writing down your goals. I mean, I think I look at some of the things that I've been able to accomplish in my life. Grant Cardone becoming a business partner, being coached by Tom Bilyeu, speaking on stages in front of 10,000 people, writing a #1 best-selling book, having a top 100 podcast, which will be a #1 podcast in time because it is a goal. Doing all these things, my physical health, being healthier than I've ever been in my life, being in shape, in the process of running a marathon, moving my physical body, training, healing, health. I wrote down this year my #1 goal over everything is health. And I had to invest into that. I had to write it down every day. You might have seen me on social recently having surgery, having my teeth fixed, going to get allergy shots, taking care of my blood work. I hate needles. I've done blood work like 4 times this year already because I'm trying to be incredibly diligent about fixing all of the damage that was caused through my own actions in my 20s, but also because of the things that weren't put into place for me to be successful when I was a kid. We'll be right back, but I wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about the Think Unbroken 6-week trauma healing coaching program. If you go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com, you can sign up for the 6-week daily Think Unbroken Trauma Healing Coaching Program. In this program, we're going to go over the 6 principles of healing trauma, adaptation, understanding the impacts of trauma, how to become the hero of your own story, what to do next, and ultimately what it means to be unbroken. For more information about this 6-week coaching program, which you can download as an app on your phone and take with you everywhere, no matter where you are in the world, it's interactive. It's built about giving you practical tools that you can use in real time. And if you're ready for what's next in your life, go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Again, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Now let's get back to the show. Many of you know that about 7 years ago, I almost died from gut health issues. About 6 years ago, it came back again and I had C. diff when I was living in Portland, Oregon, and I almost died. They had to put me on a life-saving antibiotic or it was game over, right? And so health becomes a goal. It's so important. I look at and it's not a weight goal. I didn't say, oh, I want to be 218. I'm 220, 212, whatever. The weight doesn't matter, right? And you guys know I was 350 before. Weight doesn't matter. Health matters. So what do I need to do? How do I need to eat? How do I need to sleep? What kind of content am I consuming? What kind of person am I being every single day? Am I writing down these goals so they stay at the top of mind? They're trackable that way. You know, when I look at scoring myself every day, I go, did I do what I said I was going to do today? And if the answer is no, I do it. I will not go to bed without accomplishing the thing I said I was going to do that day. Now, of course, there's gigantic goals. I can't be like, oh, I'm going to have a #1 podcast tomorrow morning. It doesn't work that way. But I can do other things. I said I was going to walk for 48 minutes, right? Maybe an arbitrary number, throwing it out there. If I didn't do that before bed, I'm going to go get on the treadmill. I'm going to walk for 45 minutes, 48 minutes. You have to be accountable to yourself. You have to be willing to write those goals down, because where attention goes, energy follows. And people get lost. When you come into coaching with me, one of the first things I teach clients is, we're going to learn how to write goals down. Very specific, clear, actionable goals, because those matter. Because if you're not writing your goals down, nothing in your life is going to be different. And I want your life to be different. And I truly, honestly, in my heart, I hope that you want your life to be different. But it's not going to be different if you're not paying attention to it. And so that number, 730, is so important, because if you're paying attention to your life 730 times a year, think about that. 2 times a day, every single day, you're making meaning of your life. Don't you think that would be important? Don't you think that would be something that would be a part of your journey? Don't you think that when you decide to look at your life with a microscope day in and day out, that you'll be able to make monumental changes over a long enough period of time? Take the 3 seconds in the morning and grab a piece of paper and just write down 3 things you want to accomplish that day. What are the 3 most important things that you need to do today? And then write them down again that night. What are the 3 most important things that you need to do? And you can chunk it down. You can get smaller goals. You can have giant goals. There's a lot of different ways that you can go. But ultimately, what I think about is, who do you want to be? I tell people all the time, my goals are 37 years away. And in 5 years, they'll still be 37 years away, because I'm playing this mind trick with myself. But one of my big goals, I'll give you one that's so amazing. Guys, I cannot tell you. I'm actually going to share it with you. I wrote down a goal to speak at Impact Theory, and it's about to happen. We're working on it. It's coming through. I see it. It's right here. I've been in conversations with the people I need to be in conversations with. And I'm very, very excited about that. But if I wasn't focusing on that and paying attention and doing the thing that I said I needed to do, that's not going to happen. So I want you to think about the impact that 730 can have on your life, because it's a lot bigger than 1. Unbroken Nation, thank you so much for listening. Means the world to me. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see ya. Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor, and when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram, so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.